Welcome back to Pulse Geelong. For all our previous episodes, check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/947thepulse.tv. Before we go, Taylor recently spoke to Sydney musician Patrick James, and he'll be taking us out tonight with a song. Until next week, when you're out in the bay, keep clear of big ships. I'm Leo, and you've been watching Pulse Geelong.
I'm here with Patrick James, who's a singer-songwriter from Sydney. How are you going?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So you're going to play a couple of songs for us today. What kind of genre would you class yourself?
I guess it's under the umbrella of singer-songwriter, but the last couple of tracks that I put out have been kind of inspired by alternative country kind of music and a few American artists like Ryan Adams and stuff like that. So there's kind of a bit of influence from that in there as well. But the EP, the new EP that I've got out is sort of more band sounding and sort of pushing the boundaries of a singer-songwriter, I guess, in terms of sound and production. So that's kind of what inspires me. Just seeing a whole bunch of live bands, and I've been lucky enough to tour with Boy and Bear and Pete Murray and Josh Pike as well. So those guys on their own were a massive inspiration for songwriting. And then when I got to tour with them, that was really cool because got to hang out and sort of learn how they've kind of made it and stuff like that. So I'd say that.
Yeah, cool. Well, there's some pretty big names in there anyways. And what inspired you to get into music?
Well, my mum was a piano teacher, and she taught me piano when I was about 5 years old. And then I think I quit like 6 months later because I didn't have the temperament for it. But so I gave up the piano at age 5.5. And then I started playing guitar at the age of about 14, and then I started songwriting when I was about 17. So yeah, and I was just in like a bunch of bands when I was younger, and it was a really cool kind of little town I used to live in called Port Macquarie, and that was a really good place to sort of learn how to do little gigs like at cafes and just sort of how to get started like that, which was really good. Yeah.
So your new EP, Broken Lines, is coming out, or is it out?
Yeah, it came out about a month ago.
Yeah, cool. And what's the feedback you've got from that?
It's been pretty good so far. The first one I did was a lot kind of simpler in sound and a lot more sort of just like acoustic and stripped back. But then this EP's just because I've been touring so much, it's kind of taken in that full band sound. Especially when I went into the studio, that was kind of my main aim and goal. So I guess like people who've seen me live sort of expected that from the songs because they'd seen the bunch of songs that I was playing there. And yeah, it's been good so far. It's only been out for a little while, so yeah.
And your tour kicks off here in Geelong. What do you expect from that, or what are you hoping to gain from the tour?
Well, I just want to sort of, I guess it's like a massive thank you to my fans who have bought the EP, and I've just been really lucky to tour with those artists that I mentioned before, and I sort of met those people, those fans at those shows. So it hasn't been through kind of anything else, just kind of relentless shows and touring and busking and stuff like that. So it's good to sort of reconnect with all those towns and all those people.
So for all those who want to check you out on YouTube, what's your YouTube channel?
The YouTube channel is Music, Patrick James, and I've got a whole bunch of live videos and a film clip as well there.
So you sang a couple of songs for us today. What's coming up today?
There's a song called Message, which I released first off the EP, and that's kind of like a classic kind of four-to-the-floor kind of folky number. And yeah, I did like a film clip for it, which is on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of suitcases involved, but that's all I'll say, but just go check it out.
I don't wish for something more, but I hope to find those open doors. Turn the keys, I felt the rain. Know it's all for the best of pain, but I'll be on my way, running through the water. There is something for me out in the cold. Now I got myself into a tangle. I'm just looking from a bad aim. Ooh, 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 ooh. When I'm I'm scared, well I seem to fret. Natural reaction from the top of my head. Broken lines in the wearing future, but I'll take the message and sing it back to you. I'll take the message and sing it back to you. On my way, running through the water, there is something for me out in the cold. Now I got myself into a tangle, I'm just looking from a bad angle. And all I know is all I'm waiting for. And all I know is all I'm searching for. But I'll be on my way, running through the water. There is something for me out in the cold. Now I got myself into a tangle, I'll take the message and sing it back to you. I'll take the message and sing it back to you. I'll take the message and sing it back to you. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'll take the message and sing it back to you. I'll be on my way, running through the water. There is something for me out in the cold. Now I got myself into a tangle, I'll take the message and sing it back to you.